performing my air brakes and in-cab inspection. First thing I'll do is put on my seatbelt. My first test will be my ABS light. In order for this to be a good test, my ABS light must come on and go off within 10 seconds. Turn the key to the on position. My ABS light came on and went off within 10 seconds. This is a good test. My next test would be my regen light. In order for that to be a good test, my regen light must come on and go off within 10 seconds. When I turned my key on, it came on and went off within 10 seconds. This is a good test. This is my DEF tank right here, and my fuel tank. My fuel tank is the white needle, my DEF is the blue needle. I have a little over half tank of DEF. I have plenty of DEF to do my test. My next test will be my governor cutout. In order for this to be a good test, my governor must cut out between 120 and 140 psi. I'll be using my primary air gauge, which is the white needle. The blue needle is my secondary air gauge. Do a safe start. My truck is in neutral. My brakes are applied. Start the truck. In order to speed up this process, I'll use my fuel pedal not to exceed 1200 RPM. All right, my governor cut out at 126 psi, which is in between 120 and 140 psi. This is a good test. My next test will be my leakage test. In order for this to be a good test, I cannot lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute for my combination vehicle. Turn my truck off. Turn my truck back on. Wait for my needles to settle. My needle has settled. I release both my spring brakes. Wait for my needle to settle. Okay, my needle has settled. Now I'll press the service brake and wait for my needle to settle. It's the only time I'll use a timer. All right, my needle has settled. My minute starts now. Watching my primary air gauge to make sure I don't lose any air. My minute is up. I lost 0 air pressure, which is no more than 4 psi in 1 minute for my combination vehicle. This is a good test. My next test will be my low air warning light and buzzer. In order for this to be a good test, my low air warning light and buzzer must come on no lower than 55 psi. The range for my low air warning is 55 to 75 psi. I'll fan my brakes. My low air warning light and buzzer came on no lower than 55 psi. This is a good test. My next test will be my spring brake pop-out test. In order for this to be a good test, both spring brakes must pop out no lower than 20 psi. The range for my spring brake is 20 to 45 psi. I'll fan my brakes and watch my spring brakes. Both my spring brakes popped out, no lower than 20 psi. This is a good test. Next, I'll do a safe start to rebuild my air pressure back to normal. Both my brakes are applied, my truck's in neutral. Start the truck. While we wait for my air pressure to build back to normal, I'll do my in-cab inspection. First will be my light indicators. My left turn signal indicator is working. My right turn signal indicator is working. My high beam indicator is working. My four-way flasher indicators are working. Next, my emergency equipment. I have 6 extra fuses, properly rated for my vehicle. In my outside storage, I have 3 red reflective triangles. I also have a fire extinguisher, fully charged, securely mounted. Next will be my windshield. My windshield is not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted, no illegal stickers, and it's clean. Next will be my traffic monitoring device and my mirrors. My mirrors are not cracked, broken, or damaged, adjusted for me to drive the truck, and they're clean. Next will be my wipers and washers. So my wiper blade, the metal part, it's not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted, no missing hardware. My wiper arm is not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted, no missing hardware. My windshield wipers themselves, the rubber, it's not ripped or torn, it makes full contact to my windshield, and my washer fluid is working. Next, I'll go to my heater and my defroster. Heater and defrost, all the way hot, fan on. My defroster is working, and my heater is working. Next, my horns, my city horn and my highway horn. Both my horns are working. I'm not back to normal pressure yet, so I'll use my fuel pedal not to exceed 1200 RPM. Okay, I just heard my governor cut out. I'm back to normal pressure. Next test will be my tug test. In order for this to be a good test, both my parking brake and my trailer brake must hold my combination vehicle in place. First brake I'm going to test is my parking brake. So I'll release my trailer brake. This is an automatic truck, so I'll have to use my service brake to put it in gear. Put my truck in gear, give it a tug. My service brake, put it back in neutral. My parking brake held my combination vehicle in place. This is a good test. Now I'll test my trailer brake. I will set my trailer brake. I'll release my parking brake. Once again, this is an automatic truck. I have to use my service brake to put it in gear. Put it in gear, give it a tug. Both my parking brake, put it back in neutral. Both my parking brake and trailer brake held my combination vehicle in place. This is a good test. My next test will be my service brake. In order for this to be a good test, my service brake must stop my combination vehicle. First, I'll put my foot on the brake. release my trailer brake. Before I pull forward, check my surroundings and my mirrors, make sure it's safe. It is safe to do so. Put my truck in gear. My service brake. Stop my combination vehicle. Steering wheel didn't pull left or right, indicated a brake problem. This is a good test. Set my brakes. Take my foot off the brake. That concludes my air brakes and my in-cab inspection. Now, will you assist me with my outside lights? Turn the truck off. Light check. Or outside lights. All right. My key is in the on position. The examiner's looking at me. I turn my headlights on. My clearance lights, my marker light, my running light, and my low beam are on. My left turn signal, my right turn signal, my high beam, my four-way flashers. Turn my lights off. Mr. Examiner, will you help me in the rear? Watching my mirror, waiting for him to look at me. All right, he turned and looked at me. Turn my lights to the on position. My clearance lights and my running lights. My left turn signal, right turn signal, four-way flashers, and my brake light. All right, Mr. Examiner gives me thumbs up. I'll turn my lights off, turn my key off. Now I'm gonna take my seatbelt off, exit the vehicle, and we'll go do our pre-trip. My pre-trip or my outside inspection. First, I'm gonna start with all my lights and lens covers. They're not cracked, broken, or missing. They're the proper color and they're clean. I'm gonna look underneath my truck. Make sure there's no hanging hoses or wires, no puddles on the ground indicating a leak. Now I'm gonna open my hood. I'll use 3 points of contact to open my hood. 1 foot on the ground, 1 on the bumper, both hands on the handle. First things, I'll do my critical fluids. My coolant reservoir is between minimum and maximum. My power steering reservoir is between minimum and maximum. My oil dipstick is between add and full. If the examiner asks, the way I check my oil is to pull my dipstick out, wipe it clean, reinsert it, pull it back out, read the level, reinsert it. Next, I'll do all my hoses on this side of the vehicle. All my hoses. There's no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Securely mounted, no missing hardware. Do all my airlines. There's no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Securely mounted, no missing hardware. My power steering hose. There's no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Securely mounted, no missing hardware. Goes to my steering box. It's securely mounted, it's not leaking. Now I'll do my steering. My pitman arm, my drag link, my upper and lower control arm, and my tie rod are not cracked, broken, or damaged. Securely mounted by 3 castle nuts and cotter pins. I have 1 in the front, 1 in the middle, 1 in the rear. My joints and sockets are not worn or loose. Go to my leaf spring hanger. I have 1 in the front, 1 in the rear. They're not cracked, broken, or damaged. Securely mounted, no missing hardware. Go to my leaf springs themselves. They are not cracked, broken, or damaged. None are shifting, none are missing. Go to my shock absorber. It is securely mounted, it's not leaking. Next, I'll go to my brake chamber hose. There's no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Securely mounted, no missing hardware. In between my brake pad and my brake drum is free of contaminants, debris, oil, or grease. I'll go to my steering tire. The inner, outer, and the face of my tire. There's no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. It's securely mounted to my rim. These are steer tires. They cannot be recapped, regrooved, or retreaded. They cannot be mismatched. My minimum tread depth is 430 seconds. I would check this with a tread depth gauge. All the other tires on my vehicle are 230 seconds. I would also check with the tread depth gauge. If I need to service my tire, I do it to the manufacturer's specification written on the sidewall of the tire through my valve stem using an air pressure gauge. I'm going to go to my rim, my inner and outer rim. Not cracked, broken, or damaged. There's no illegal holes or illegal welds. It's securely mounted by all my lug nuts. All my lug nuts are not cracked, broken, or damaged. Securely mounted, no missing hardware. There's no distortion, none are missing. If one of my lug nuts was loose, I would see shiny shavings or oxidation. Next, I'm going to go to my marker light and lens cover. It's not cracked, broken, or missing, proper color and clean. I'm going to go to my mirror and the mirror bracket. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted, no missing hardware. My mirror is clean. Next is my battery box. This truck does not have a battery box. If it does, my battery box is not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted, no missing hardware. Next are my batteries themselves. They are not cracked, broken, or leaking. The wires that run to my batteries, they're not cut, frayed, or exposed. They're securely mounted to the post of my battery, and there's no corrosion on my batteries. My def tank and the lines that lead to them, it's not cracked, broken, or leaking. My def cap is on tight. Go to my fuel tank and the lines that lead to them. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. My fuel cap is on tight. Now I'm going to go to my truck frame and cross member. And my trailer frame and cross member. They are not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted, no missing hardware. Some of our trucks have welds on the cross members. There's no illegal or missed welds. Go to the floor of my trailer. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. There's no holes. Now I'm going to do my couplings. My electrical line is not cut, frayed, or exposed, and there's no black tape. My blue is my service. My red is my emergency lines. There's no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. They are securely mounted to my truck, securely mounted to my trailer, and are in the lock position. My electrical line and air lines are not tangled, crimped, or pinched. They're not dragging on my truck or the ground. Next, I'll do my apron. My apron is not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's welded on, so there's no illegal or missed welds. Now I'm going to my sliding fifth wheel skid plate. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's securely mounted to my platform with a pin, a nut, and a bolt. Most of the time, there's 2 pins and a cotter pin. In between my skid plate and my apron, there's no daylight, and it's properly greased. This is a sliding fifth wheel skid plate, so it's in the lock position with 2 pins. On this one, the pins are on the inside, you don't see them. On the other trailer or truck, there is 2 pins that you'll notice right away, you'll see them. My release arm is in the locked position. Go to my kingpin. My kingpin is not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's welded, so there's no illegal or missed welds. Behind it, my locking jaw is in the lock position around the shank of my kingpin. Now I'm going to go to my trailer clearance lights and lens cover. They're not cracked, broken, or missing. They're the proper color and clean. Amber in the front, red in the back. Go to my DOT tape. It's not ripped or torn. Makes full contact all the way around my trailer. Now I'm going to go to my landing gear. My landing gear handle, support, and the cross members. They're not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted, no missing hardware. Go to my landing gear itself. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged, and is in the up position. In between my landing gear and my truck frame, I have the proper distance to make sharp turns. Now I'm going to go to the back of my trailer. All my lights and lens covers are not cracked, broken, or missing, proper color and clean. This truck does not have any reflectors, so we don't have to say anything about reflectors. As I inspected this side of the vehicle, I inspect this side the same. My suggestion, when we get done, we're going to walk back up to the front. We have to close it up anyway. Let's check and make sure we didn't forget anything. I don't think I forgot anything. That concludes my pre-trip.